Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CO-OPed Up, where four friends gather around and talk casually about anything and some things. My name's Kenny, and today I'm joined by my two good friends this time around, Alan.
What's up?
And Connor.
I am here.
We're going to have a no-show for Cameron today just because he's spending his sweet week with his lovely girlfriend, and they're probably living it up right now. And we are just three bums sitting on the internet doing whatever the fuck.
What if I'm standing on the internet?
Are you standing?
Yeah,
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You don't know.
Don't even try to put up a front.
Okay.
Today, we're talking about our childhood dreams, what we dreamed about becoming as a child in terms of occupation, and how that has sort of changed throughout the years, and our current situation, like a reality check. And before we get to that, Jesus Christ. And
Sorry,
before we get to that, let's go ahead and recap our past week.
All right. If you want, I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've done nothing. I'm kidding. I've edited videos. What did I do last week? I gotta think. I don't remember what I did. I think I was just depressed all week.
Were you?
I think I was pretty down in the dumps. I don't know why. Just felt like
Who
not
let
in a
this
good
happen
mood.
to you?
Not enough sun.
Which
Probably not enough sun, you know?
which slut broke your heart, King?
You did, slut.
Oh no. Shit.
Yeah, how could you do that to
Alright.
me?
Alright, my turn.
No, okay, yeah.
It's my turn. It's going pretty good.
Oh, shit.
Is
How
it going
good?
pretty good?
Things are nice and calm. I just had some apple cobbler with some vanilla ice cream, like how the fuck could I complain right now? I can't. So shut the fuck up, Connor. Anyways.
Dude, you just had a conversation with yourself.
I know. I'm not even intoxicated for this one. It's just me being, just straight goofing. No. Well, this week's been really nice. It's been pleasant, and work hasn't been. This is probably the most calm I've ever been at work lately. So
Really? Wow.
yeah, that's saying something.
Like your competency is just like through the roof right now?
I wouldn't say it's entirely competency, but things outside of my control are not bad right now. Everything's nice and calm, so it's that I'm competent, but at the same time, nobody's going out of their way to make shit harder.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Proud of
I'm in a good spot.
Awesome, man. So let's for
What about
me,
you?
my past week has been kind of uneventful. It's kind of I've really just been swamped with school because goddamn, who knew that taking online classes for grad school is gonna like fuck me up this much? It's only been like the first 2 weeks, but it's rough. It's real rough. I've been editing. Nothing's really happened. I haven't really had the chance to do anything. I really want to go out and eat though. I'm really craving some ramen, so I'm thinking I want to go out to eat some ramen station about tomorrow.
Ooh. I will not join you, unfortunately. but
Yeah.
I wish I could go.
Yeah, I'm really craving that noodle and soup.
We don't noodle.
What was that?
That widow noodle.
That makes me very uncomfortable, brother.
Regardless, let's go ahead and dive into our topic for this week. Childhood dreams. Okay, Connor, tell me, what was your childhood dream job?
My childhood dream job was a mad scientist.
Are you serious?
Sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, I wanted to I remember first grade, I was just writing fucking nothing on my notebook, and and I would draw a picture of a scorpion, and I'd be like, oh, this fucking means something. I gotta get this published now.
You were right.
So wait, where did the mad scientist come from then?
Just the stuff I thought about, the stuff I do, it just made me always think oh, it's what a mad scientist would do. Like, I'm not necessarily crazy, but like, yeah, you know, you gotta get out there to concoct that shit. I'd be like, listen, I'd be the bad scientist that makes all the scorpions like way harder to kill.
Like you would increase their evolutionary whatever.
I would increase the challenge rating that they have. So when somebody would try to get No, I don't know.
Just make them bigger.
Just make them bigger. Make them
just make them bigger.
Make them a little sexier, you know?
Like make him the size of a lobster. Like that's intimidating.
That is intimidating. Are you kidding me? That's very intimidating.
I agree.
I wouldn't want.
I think I had the same well, maybe not that it wasn't my like go-to dream job as a kid, but like I had that inkling too. Like I wanted to be a mad scientist, but only because when I was younger, I used to take baths, and what I would do is I would mix like different shampoos and soaps together. Like I would just be, yeah, well, here comes the water, here comes the shampoo, here comes the Dove soap. Okay? And I would just keep doing that, and it just felt so good just to like mix stuff together. So I was like, oh, perfection. I'm super clean now. I'm a genius. That's where my mad scientist thing came from.
Damn.
And you were a genius.
I was a fucking idiot that hoarded children's books in my desk.
As long as I can remember, I really wanted to be an archaeologist when I was a kid.
Could you pronounce that as a kid?
Yeah, I could. Honestly,
really?
I knew more about dinosaurs back then than I do now. Yeah.
Whenever somebody handed you something, you would just be like, "It belongs in the museum."
What?
That was a
man, just like I really like dinosaurs, and I thought they were really cool. I had like books and books and books on dinosaurs.
I just
said, "Hey, I'm gonna make this a career."
Oh, you were a dinosaur kid.
Yeah, I was doing an Indiana Jones reference.
I wouldn't know. Never watched it.
Do you know what stopped making you be a dinosaur kid?
Yeah. Oh, be a dinosaur kid? I just got into like ancient stuff instead.
He got into
I wanted to be an anthropologist then.
Fuck off. It was ancient Greece, you Percy Jackson motherfucker.
I am. I mean, I'm not gonna.
What made you
like me what? Like stop all completely?
Yeah.
If you really like look at what you need to do to become any of that, it's like hell.
Sure, like you got to be smart.
You got no stuff. You know, we got like not a lot.
No, it's basically like the colleges that offer those are like super fucking expensive. So I would never be able to do it.
Would you like, in terms of like like a career still, like would you pick a career that still had to deal with like traveling and such?
I don't know about travel. The traveling isn't the part that excited me. It was just like the learning.
Oh, it was just the learning of dinosaurs and parts?
Yeah, that's all I really cared about. I didn't care about traveling.
Huh.
Yeah, I really like that. That was my big thing.
Did you guys ever get this inkling that like you wanted to be like a policeman or a fireman or something like that?
Never in my life. Never
like someone who works on the force?
No.
No?
No.
Never.
People are scary, dude. I don't fucking deal with them. It's either scary people or fires. Fuck that.
I just thought it wasn't like my thing. It's not my thing.
I saw policemen and I just thought they were cool because they had like tasers and a stick. I was like, first off, there's no other job where like people just hand you a taser and you have that as equipment. At least in my childhood mind. And they had like a cool baton stick. And I was like, I love sticks. I need them. So I was like, oh man, maybe I should be a policeman. It looks so cool. I was also like really big on the uniforms too.
Damn.
Why?
The uniforms are so cool.
Like
even now, I still think the uniforms are so cool. Like the utility belt, I think is so awesome.
Were you a Batman kid?
I wasn't like a Batman kid per se, just because I wasn't too into like American superheroes. I was more of a Kamen Rider kid, and like that's like a Japanese superhero.
That's like
and they have like awesome belts. Yeah, like it's like the, oh gosh, it's not like, I guess it is like Power Rangers. They transform and such. Yeah, so yeah. But they had they always had these awesome belts, and I loved it.
I love belts. Can't get enough of them. When I don't have belts, my dangly bits just hang. Anyways.
As a kid.
As a kid, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I went through a lot of transitions as a kid of about what I wanted to be. I think first I wanted to be like an astronaut because I thought space was cool. And then the mad scientist thing came along.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to be a chef.
Damn.
I wanted to be a chef just because I loved watching Hell's Kitchen with Chef Ramsay. I was like, oh, damn, dude. When I get older, I'm going to go prove to Chef Ramsay that he doesn't know that much.
Just imagine if, you feed him something he's like, Kenny, this is the greatest thing I've had in a very long time. And they're just like, I'm going to be honest with you, Gordon. You don't know much. And then you just
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, Gordon, if you're such a good chef, tell me what's in it.
Yeah, and then you just drop your apron and say, I don't know about you guys in Hell's Kitchen, but I'm ascending. And then you just leave. Then you do host Heaven's Kitchen.
Heaven's Kitchen? Oh, man.
It's where you have a bunch of really good cooks and you try and tear them down, bring them back down to hell. I'm really sorry.
It was atrocious. that dream to become a chef didn't last long because during middle school I figured out that I really don't like preparing for cooking, and ever since I learned that, I just stopped cooking. So I was like, you know what, that's dumb. It takes too long. Like, you have to prepare chicken. Like, if you want to eat good chicken, like a fancy chicken, you have to prepare it overnight and stuff, and put a bunch of seasoning on it and do all this stuff.
Marinate that shit.
Yeah, like marinate. It's just like, that's so dumb. I don't want to do that.
It's so dumb.
Like, I mean, like, people do it, and then like it does pay off later because it tastes freaking delicious when people marinate them. But I just did not want to do that. No way in hell will I ever do that in my life, I don't think. I think I'm good just putting frozen chicken nuggets in the microwave.
Oh, a little chicken nugget?
Yeah, a little chicken nugget, so maybe chicken tender, maybe some macaroni and cheese. Or maybe I'll just get ravioli from the can.
Sounds nasty, brother.
Dude, I'll eat anything. My body is literally a trash intake.
Don't treat yourself like that, bro.
Dude, I'll eat anything.
You're worth more than that.
Don't do that, you dumb bitch.
Okay.
Do you want to go next, Alan, or should I?
You go ahead.
Okay. Started off as mad scientist, and then I wanted to become a philosopher.
Oh.
And
what the heck? What?
Yeah.
What kind of leap was that?
Because it wasn't a leap. It was me getting off of that stone, going on a different one. And my issue was, this was around the time when I was getting depressed, and so I was like, what's going on? So I just kind of wanted to figure out what was going on, and needless to say, I kind of did. But after that, I found out that being a therapist was a thing. And then I wanted to be that. And then a year ago, I found out I didn't want to be a therapist. And then I want to be a school psychologist. And here I am.
Dang, that was your whole journey?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really think about my occupations all that much until probably like the end of high school.
Oh, dang. I thought about it all the time.
No, I was just kind of like living in a very small world in my head.
Yeah. I feel that, brother.
Okay.
I feel that, brother. You feel me?
So, and for you, Alan, were you just archaeologist all the way?
No, so I was archaeologist, and then I was like, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I want to be an anthropologist. And I was like, anthropology, okay. And I'm just like getting through my day at school, and then like I realized, damn, this shit isn't gonna work out. And then I took a class for computer science, and I was like, hey, maybe I can try this. And then I did it, and I didn't like it. But then I was in college already, and I was like, fuck.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Super fuck.
That's pretty fucked, dude.
Like, I think I'm so different just because I went through so many phases of what I wanted to be. Like, after wanting to be a chef, there was a period of time where I was like, do I like want to just work at McDonald's? Because I was like looking for a job. Like, this was maybe 15, 16 years old. I was old enough to get a job, so I was like, maybe I should just like work at McDonald's and like work my way up and to become like a manager or something. I was like, that doesn't seem so bad. And then I got a reality check because I brought it up with my parents, and they're like, there's no fucking way you're gonna work at McDonald's for the rest of your life. So I was like, oh, okay.
My mom said my mom's first ever job was at McDonald's, and she fucking hated it. And so,
like my brother worked at McDonald's, and I was like, oh man, like you get coupons and stuff. Oh, I was like, oh heck yeah.
I remember, I almost got a job. It was about my senior year of high school. I almost got a job at an Applebee's, but then they're like, "You graduating soon?" I'm like, "Yep." I'm like, "Where are you going?" Duluth. And then immediately they're like, "Nope."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I was so bitter. I was like, I actually like they had a fucking job fair and everything, and then they denied me because of that, and I was just, oh man,
That's tough, brother.
And in the grand scheme of things, at least I'm lucky enough where I didn't actually like 100% need it. Like, I could be in like a really shitty really shitty situation where I actually need the money, but I didn't.
Also, I mean, it's also an Applebee's. I mean, like, how badly do you want to work at Applebee's?
Pretty badly.
Pretty badly. You know, those fucking triple chocolate meltdown, whatever the fuck that is. I just slurp one of those bad boys up every night.
Ew.
You don't have to pay me tonight, sir. You just gotta get me. You gotta give me my toll. My triple chocolate meltdown.
Oh damn!
Slove it down my throat.
That's a little bit too intense, brother.
I don't know about that one. I don't think I've ever had that, and I don't think I ever will.
It's actually, realistically, it's pretty decent. It's definitely artificial shit, but you know, whatever.
I mean, I've had this issue with chocolate where like chocolate used to be my favorite thing ever. I'd eat it all the time. But, you know, when you just have enough of it, it's like, I think I'm done for life. I think chocolate's done. Like, I don't need that
chocolate for life.
I can't, like, whenever it's there, like, I'll snack on it, maybe. But, like, it's just, like, every time I eat it, even, like, Hershey chocolates.
You bitch.
Like, it's just like, oh, you know, I don't need this. This is too much.
You're like are Buddhists the one that try to gradually give up all desires so that they can ascend?
Yeah.
You're like, I gave up pizza. Well, you didn't really give up pizza. You never fucking liked that shit.
I mean, fucking pizza. Well, the thing is, I don't hate chocolate. Like, I don't give it up. But it's just like every time I eat it, it's just like, I don't need. This is too much. That was a bad decision. Like, I don't feel good eating chocolate.
I don't feel good eating this chalky.
It's like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I always get Hershey chocolate, or like some variation of like that chocolate snack, like Kit Kats too. I love Kit Kats, but the thing is, I can't eat them anymore.
Is it too much chalky?
It's too much chalky.
Why?
Because my body has built up this like message saying, you know, Kenny,
tolerant,
fuck chocolate
or anti-tolerant.
It's not good for you no more. Like, I know it was your favorite flavor as a kid. Like, you put it on ice cream, you put it on cake, you put it on fucking marshmallows to make s'mores. But it's just like, no more. You can't do this no more.
You know, I kind of feel that way when it comes to sugar, like sweets now. I can't eat a lot of candy anymore.
Yeah, it's like if you're eating a Jolly Rancher, it just doesn't hit the same.
I can go fucking hog deep into anything that's like safer.
What the fuck? Why do you say hog deep?
Oh, just relax.
Hog deep.
Anyways, sorry, he got derailed our discussion, Kenny. This fucking freak. What are you reading in for that?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I can like eat like a whole pizza. I honestly, if I really tried, I could eat like 2 whole pieces. But like if I had 2 chocolate bars, I'd feel fucking disgusted. I'd be on the floor.
Yeah, like you can't. Even though it's like good initially, like if you
It's good at first.
eat chocolate
Yeah.
for like more than 30 seconds, it's like, okay, you know what? Stop, no more. I can't do this no more.
It's like finally connecting with every part of your brain where the first part of your brain's like, oh, this shit's good. And then the other part is just like, oh no.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop.
So I do have a
remember how you
question
died from this?
pertaining to what we've been talking about.
Sure.
Like, what do you think about, like, what's a job you always from the start never wanted to do?
I don't think I ever wanted to work in an office, like a blue collar worker. I think that's just never been the life for me.
I think I could work in an office. I think I could make an office work. I think I did not want to be a soldier. I was
sure, dude. Soldiers are so intimidating.
I've never wanted to go into the military once in my life. You know, I thought when my dad was not my dad, my grandpa. When I learned about like his experiences in the Navy, I was like, oh, maybe the Navy. And then I think about how much I'd fucking regret it and I'd hate it, and then I just apply that to everything. Like, there's no way. Which is why whenever I hear about like drafts potentially happening, I get real
Drafts?
nervous.
Oh
Just,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, like whenever America does some dumbass shit, like I think we bombed. I'm not sure if it was Iran or Iraq. We bombed a place. People were like, "All right, get ready for the drafts, boys."
Oh yeah,
just-
that was recent, wasn't it? Like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm. And I was never. Well, that was like this January or February actually. And
This year, really?
Yeah, no. We bombed an important member of, I don't know what military. I can't tell you because COVID's kind of wiped my pre-COVID history brain.
whatever news or politics that was happening in 2019 and early 2020
out
just
the fucking
has
window.
been wiped.
Yeah, it's gone.
But like I always would hear people saying, you know, get ready when they start initiating the draft, and I'm just like that because I don't want to kill anybody, and I think the thought of dying away from home is terrifying.
Mm.
I think kind of like blows.
It just blows.
Kind of blows, yeah. Agree
It's
with you on
kind of
that.
like, this is not cash money.
It's not cash money at all.
I think I'm in the same boat. I remember my brother was in ROTC, and I started because he was in ROTC. I was like, isn't that like the class to train in the military? It's like kind of, not really, but it's like yeah, it's like a little like pre-simulation of what it might be like for boot camp and stuff like that. I was like, oh okay, cool. And then I started thinking more about it, and I came to the realization that don't like people
Die?
get hurt and die in the military. Because I mean, you see like these ads on TV, and like they hype up being a soldier and like being part of the national army. It's like, well, that's pretty cool.
The brave.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that's kind of cool. And then it just dawned on me that, wow, that's kind of, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. That's just not good. I'm a weak little boy.
I'd say I agree. Yeah.
Like I'm the kind of person that would die first in a zombie apocalypse.
Not me. I'd die 5 minutes later.
Damn. Only 5
You'd be
minutes?
second.
Yeah. After I push you into front of them.
And then I pull your shirt into it, and then that's where we'll die.
Bitch! Oh man. That's good. That's good shit.
What was a job for you, Alan, that you knew you did not want?
I don't like office jobs at all.
Office jobs?
Yeah. And guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
I got an office job.
Working one now. What's your office like when you worked in the office?
I work in a big cubicle and it blows. Not around anybody else. Just very lonely. It's like go in, sit in my cube, do my shit, take a lunch, go home.
You know, I've always been interested to like shadow a person that works in a cubicle because I don't want to work in a cubicle because it sounds like agony. But I've always wanted to see what an entire day is like working in a cubicle.
No, you don't, brother. You don't. Trust
Maybe
me.
if you could like stream yourself working the entire day.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Just so I can get it like a little taste.
No,
What
I'm
it's
not gonna
like?
do it.
Okay.
Like I don't see any point in doing it.
Sure. But the thing is, no, never mind.
The point
It's
is
like
what?
if I want to experience it, I can't just because I know I would leave immediately. When you go into work, like, do you have to wear a uniform and everything?
Just like decent clothes,
Like business
Basically.
casual?
like business casual, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. For me, it depends. Because it depends on whether the kids are going to school or not. If the kids go to school, I have to wear business casual. If not, I can wear whatever the hell I want.
Oh, okay. So you work with kids? Do you like work next to a school or something?
Oh yeah, I have a school right next to my campus.
Oh, okay. All right. Never really thought about that. Because right now I want to become a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I've always wondered about teachers, just because when you think about a teacher, you don't think about them having a life, really. You think really all they do is teach. And if you see them in a public space, they're like, oh, what the hell is he doing here? Is he teaching here? Like I remember walking into some sort of restaurant. Actually, no, it wasn't a restaurant. It was like a small strip mall, whatever it's called. And I remember seeing my 5th grade teacher there, and I was like, oh no. It's like when you try to hide your face. It's like, oh, this is so weird. So I thought, teachers are like the coolest people, but also kind of the most weird and awkward.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what it is. I think it's the fact that you're facing down authority in a totally different scenario, and it's just you get embarrassed.
I think the issue is that I think the mentality with a lot of teachers is I always have to have some amount of authority over you for me to guarantee or fuck, how do I say this? For me to teach you properly. To guarantee that I will teach you properly. Because some kids just if they don't feel slightly intimidated by you, there are some kids that will not fucking try at all.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I get that. So I think throughout my entire life, I've always admired teachers, but it wasn't until probably 3 years, my junior year of college, where I was it was really coming down to the wire. What do you want to be? You're graduating soon. What do you want? So I was I don't even know. And then I started talking to one of my professors, and I remember them talking about my writing. I was like, well, maybe my writing's fine. So I guess I could go into some sort of tech department where I have to write manuals, like a technical writer or something like that. Maybe I could do that. But then I remember I also gave a presentation, and people were like, Kenny, you're really good at presenting stuff. And I'm like, really? Oh, shucks. I'm getting so embarrassed. Thanks. And then
You
And-
absolute fucking bitch.
Oh, really?
I know,
Shit.
right? It's just like people like Kenny. You're so good at presenting. Like, you make things fun, lighthearted. And I was like, oh, okay, I know.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, yeah, and then I thought, maybe I become a teacher. And then I remember having this discussion with my parents. Like, maybe being a teacher is like they're about to go. But then, like, my parents were like, teachers make almost nothing. They make like the bare minimum living wage. So I was like, I don't know. And then there was like this whole push back and forth between me and my parents until finally I was like, you know what? I don't want to be anything else. I really want to get nailed down this teaching thing. And then eventually, over the course of a year of trying to convince my parents, I finally got them to cave in. And it's been on the up and up ever since. Goddamn.
I mean, as long as you know what you want to do, brother, I'll support you.
Absolutely. Feels good. It feels good. But the thing is also, God, the Rona just has to hit at the worst possible time, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm getting into my first field experience. This is gonna be great. Bam. Nope.
It was kind of funny. This is gonna sound weird, but there was kind of like a strange comfort in a sense where when I finally rejected the offer for clinical counseling,
Mm-hmm.
I was freaking out, and I felt like the world was getting so ahead of me. And when COVID happened, it felt like everything kind of slowed down. And I felt bad for others for sure, but there was this strange kind of relief where it's like, at least I'm not the only one now.
Oh, sure.
And I guess that's kind of like a selfish attitude to take, but there was definitely a relief in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I think although Rona is like such a terrifying situation to be in, I think the entire world has like taken a pause to really reflect. I think everybody's been in that kind of mood. Like, I was talking to like my younger siblings who are going to school now, and they're like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. So I guess I'll just, watch TV or play on my tablet. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. Oh, well, I mean, are you sure that's the only thing you want to do? They're like, don't know.
Yes.
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 But I think it's starting to get them and thinking about what they want to do, just because I feel like they're engaging with like very specific stuff nowadays. Like, they're not just playing games, and they're not just watching videos. It's strange. It's really weird watching the impact on kids, this situation.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy?
Just being, the impact of COVID on kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny hearing how many parents can't fucking handle having their kids in their home the whole time. And like, for some people it makes sense because like if you're an essential worker, a lot of people rely on having school to like take care of them being out of the house for some time. So like in that situation, and even if you're not an essential worker, even if you're required to just be in person, I get that. But there are some people that just like can't stand the idea of like their kids just staying at their house for a very long time.
I think I kind of get that too, because I'm kind of getting in that mood where I'm like, I love my family, but I'm around my family way too much.
Yeah,
it's getting overbearing.
It's kind of funny sometimes when I miss my home terribly, but whenever I get home after like the third or fourth day, if I'm really lucky and I get to stay there for a long time, I'm like, I feel like I'm wearing my welcome.
Like, you don't feel like you belong anymore?
Not necessarily belong, but I don't know. My parents are very kind, and I feel like sometimes I take advantage of them, whether I'm intending to or not.
That's fair.
And so, like, I just get so anxious. I just...
Like, I can take care of myself. I should probably be doing that. Like, that's what I was raised for, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, should probably be doing that. I'll get back on it.
I mean, like, I don't know. Right now, I'm living surprisingly well, considering I was like very anxious about living on my own. But at the same time, I know when my dad finally retires, healthcare, auto insurance, phone, it's just so much extra shit, and I'm already it's already extra shit, and I'm already contemplating how to save more and more money.
In terms of like your childhood like image of who you are now, did you ever, how does your like, how do I frame this? When you were a kid, you know how you imagined what you would be like as an adult? How does that compare to you now?
Nothing.
Nothing? Like, there's no comparison.
No.
Like, it's totally
There's
different.
absolutely no correlation.
Like,
it's extremely different.
Oh yeah, okay.
Who you thought you might be in comparison to who you are now.
I think I turned out better than what child version of me thought I was going to be.
Oh yeah?
I think child version of me would be very, very pleased with how I turned. He probably wouldn't be pleased that I'm still overweight, but I felt always socially awkward and obnoxious, and I think kid version of me would be pleased to see I've made so many friends in my life.
Oh, that's a good answer.
That's cute. I love you, Connor.
I think so. For kid me, I definitely had this image that as an adult, like starting 18, I would already be living by myself. I think I've always dreamed about that, just to live on my own, which I haven't unfortunately gotten to experience quite yet. Although I crave it and I mention it all the time. But hopefully that experience will come sooner than later. I think I also imagined myself with like a kid at the age of 25. And then I think
really?
that like when I was 25, I think I thought that 25 was the perfect age to have a kid. Just because everybody around me, like my entire family, an extended family, by the time you're 20, you probably have a kid. Like it's kind of the 20% or like 15% of people that don't have kids by 20 years old. Like, people get right down to fucking.
What about Sammy?
Oh, my brother Sam?
He's chilling, isn't he?
No, he's just chilling.
Vibing.
He's just vibing.
Good kid.
But I mean, this was like my expectations as a kid.
Yeah.
And of course, everything's changed now just because, I mean, I don't want to have a kid until I'm probably like 30, like late 30s, 38 maybe. And by then, it's just like,
I don't want to have kids very early in my life either. Me and Oriel talked about that, and like, no.
It's like kids are too much.
There are some people that get kids so early, and it's like, I feel like you haven't even grown into a person yet. Like, your brain doesn't mature until you're 25. Why the fuck am I churning more kids out? And I'm not even done yet. This bitch ain't even done cooking.
I think I'm in the same boat, but the thing is, like, I feel like I've lived such a sheltered life that I wouldn't be ready to. Well, I guess no parent's ever ready to like have a child, but I feel like I'm not ready to accept or choose the responsibility of what it entails to have a kid. It's just like, I love kids. I've been around kids all my entire life. Like, I had like a really big hand in helping my parents raise my younger siblings too. So it's just, I don't want to do that again.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to do it again?
I don't want to do that again. No.
You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just when there are kids around, you focus so much of your attention on the kids to the point where you kind of neglect yourself.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's what happened to me. Like when in high school, I would go to school, I'd get back home. The instant I get back home, I'm thinking, okay, what should I make for my younger siblings? What do they want to eat? Like, what's healthy? Like, are they getting enough nutrients and stuff like that? Like, are they are they tired from school, or what do they need? Are they working on homework? Like, that's the stuff I thought about when I came home from high school, which I don't. It's not like typical of a high school to think that kind of thing. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I missed a whole bunch just because I wasn't thinking about myself.
I guess that's fair.
I suppose so.
And that's that thing. So I was like, I think I just need a good, solid 10, 15 years just to me. I need me years, essentially.
I think, like, it's kind of funny because, like, sometimes with my job being a residential counselor, you never know when, like, you might need to be called to do, like, an extra shift. Like, I think that's kind of like the fear of parenthood, just knowing that, like, you might be, you're just like, you have to just keep doing it.
Mm. Yeah.
You don't get a break. And, like, keep in mind, I only work 40 hours, so, like, 40 hours a week, so it ain't fucking shit compared to somebody that actually is a parent. But, like, when I'm told that I might have to work, might have to be like another 8. I had to spend another 8 hours essentially being a parent to a bunch of kids that can sometimes be mean. It ain't fun.
It doesn't sound fun.
It's like at times, like kids can just, like be the worst things. But it's like, oh, okay, well. At least, well, I know they're not the worst things. It's that kind of feeling.
There's because there's things worse than kids. It's the people that treat them badly.
Sure.
I think this job has taught me that there are some people that are just going to go to hell. Anyways, Jesus Christ.
You're down a really dark road.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why, but
how about this? Do you think your childhood version of you would like you as you are now?
depends what age.
Let's say 7. You think 7-year-old you would like you?
A 7-year-old?
Yeah, 7-year-old Connor. What do you think?
7-year-old Connor would be scared of me right now because I'm very big.
Oh yeah, weren't you big as a kid?
I wasn't that very big. I was big at birth, and then I kind of went the natural size of most kids, and then I exploded around 12.
Oh, okay. Would 7-year-old Connor just be terrified? Is that it?
Yeah, I think you'd be like, oh, this guy's kind of tight after a bit, but like,
oh, this guy, dude, Connor, I think you're pretty tight.
Hey, Connor, you kind of tight, dude.
Shit.
7-year-old me, for me, 7-year-old me was a pathological liar. I lied all the time. I was a schemer. I was a menace. I was a bad kid. So, I don't think I would like 7-year-old me. And vice versa. I just don't think 7-year-old me would like me now, just because I had so much expectations of myself as a kid. Like, oh, dude, I'm meant to be rich. That was literally my mindset. Like, I'm meant to be like the best person. Also, because I had an inflated ego, right?
What'd you do that to yourself?
Well, it wasn't something I did to myself. It was like, it's kind of the thing where, you ever know what it's like to be popular?
Yeah.
Not really. I know what it feels like to be really liked. But I don't think that's the same thing as popular.
When I was really young, I was kind of popular, and I didn't like it.
Fuck you.
Dude, I ate that shit up. Like, I remember when I was 7, I got like 4 different love letters from girls, and I thought I was the hottest
Really?
shit.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Like, I had a cubby and everything, and like I remember over the course of 2 months, I got 4 love letters. I thought I was the flyest guy ever.
When I was a kid, I remember one time when I was like crying, and I was alone in my room, and I was writing down in a notebook how to become cool.
How to become cool?
Yeah, I was so fucking desperate to be like, dude, it was bad. It was fucking bad. But,
No, dude. I had the opposite thing. I hated popular people after first grade.
Sure.
Like, despised.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, I don't think Connor was competent enough to become popular back then.
I think
I was pretty socially fucked.
Oh, I'd say you're pretty popular now.
I suppose you
Pretty
could
cool
say
guy.
that. I think. I don't know. I think I'm liked, but that doesn't make me popular.
Oh, well, I guess.
I've seen people at my work that are popular, like staff-wise,
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't think I'm one of them. I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I just need to do my best to accept myself, because and there's no returns on this dude.
Sure.
Very
No
true,
returns.
Very true.
That's all you got, homie.
Unless.
Unless.
No, never mind.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about.
I think I was a popular kid all throughout grade school. Until when I got to middle school, I was like, you know what? I think I'm turning real shy once middle school rolls around. But
okay, so you're saying this was a choice?
Yeah, it was a choice. It was a choice. Trust me, it was a choice. No, it wasn't a choice. It was I was gaining weight, and also I was growing. I was going through puberty, and I was growing acne, like no one's business. So I was like, I just started receding to myself a little bit.
The hell.
Yeah, the hell, right? The hell of growing up and realizing that your vision of hot shit is not you. It's not you. It can't be you.
That's tough.
So
that hurts, brother.
I had a defeated ego all throughout middle school, and then it was even worse in high school because
really
I think I said this that there was a period of high school where I would actually say that I had no friends. I didn't talk to anyone.
Yeah, I felt that way at some points.
Yeah, it was bad, but
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, there's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say.
No.
Like 7-year-old me, you're fucking stupid. Shut up.
I think it's kind of like, you know, when like you become an artist, and like whether it's like drawing or painting, and eventually you're good at making really good pieces, but then you see like a piece that you've made from a very long time ago and it's bad, and you kind of cringe at it.
Sure.
I think that's kind of like the same. I think that's kind of the same thing as making friends. I think it's a skill, and you just kind of have to forgive yourself for like just not knowing.
I guess so.
How do you do that?
But the thing is, I feel like I made friends naturally as a kid. Like I had no inhibitions at all.
Oh shit! No, I was very, very, very awkward, and then I could become very loud, and if I wasn't loud, I was sad, and it was just like, Connor, can you find an in between, please, dude? Because you're going to the extremes.
You did go to the extremes every so often.
I do.
It's okay.
I know. I'm able to forgive myself now. Fuck all y'all.
Man, I wanted to know you as a kid. That would have been something.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I only know you now.
Yeah. No, it's kind of funny. Like, out of all of us, you're the only one that like didn't know us as really young kids. But I'm glad that you got into our group when you did.
I think
It would suck if you didn't.
Yeah, I think that was like literally my only chance to get into this group of friends.
I love you.
I love you
Love
too,
you all.
man.
Lifelong
Yes.
and beyond.
Dude, in the afterlife, we're just chilling, naked, next to each other,
That's hype.
3 feet apart because we're not gay.
God's gonna make us a cabin for us to live in all together. He's not gonna let me see my mom and dad.
And that's where I would
Why
like
not?
to end my life.
Sure.
And as long as you're happy, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. Just kidding, I am.
And that's where I would like to meet the end of this podcast.
So stop talking.
So fucking shut up. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's episode of CO-OPed Up. If you liked what we were talking about today, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Or, if you disliked it, dude, fucking go off. I want to hear that.
I'm gonna drop my email in the description. Send something my way. Tell me how you feel.
Can people already send emails to us?
I'll dox you. I'll find
Technically,
you.
I think so.
Like, can't you just is there a messenger system on YouTube? That used to be way back when.
There used to be like messages you could send. Yeah, I remember that. I used to send messages to people I liked.
I don't know. I think that's a thing anymore.
Do you guys remember? Do you guys know who Darkside Phil is?
Absolutely.
I actually got a message from him once.
Oh yeah. You said that he commented about your gameplays, right?
No. Oh no, this was a long time ago. This is when he was doing Fallout 3 and he was just trying to get popular. And I commented and I said, "Hey, I really like your stuff." And he said, "Thanks, man." And this was before he was known as notoriously being like a butthurt person. And I was like, "What a great guy!" And now, like, when his masturbating scandal was on Twitch, I was just like, I've actually engaged with that man.
Did you feel good about yourself?
Do you?
I felt good for a long time.
Oh,
I really liked him. I really, what? I don't regret it.
The one thing that's fascinating about Darkside Phil, I'll say this and then we'll end it, is that throughout countless of times, the internet has tried to cancel him, but it has never, ever succeeded.
He's gotten he gets average 900 views of a video with 300 dislikes and no likes, and he still keeps churning.
That dude is insane. He's got so much power.
Yeah,
it's kind of ridiculous.
I think it's more because he's just so desperate because he can't find a different kind of job.
I mean, I guess.
Well, I think if there's anything to learn from Darkside Phil, it's the tenacity behind his.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not tenacity. Maybe it's desperation.
We should hope we're as stubborn as Darkside Phil.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this week. This podcast was brought to you by viewers like you. And don't you ever forget that. Thank you.
Don't.
Thank you.
I'll hunt you down.